We probably have all heard the passage that says that if you forgive your brother, that God will also forgive you. But in reality, that is a very hard thing to execute fully. It's very difficult, and I definitely personally have gone through different seasons in my life of unforgiveness and have had to battle through, and it hasn't been easy. I didn't feel like doing it, but I kind of went through a journey with the Lord of and just this issue of trust, because at least for me, my issue with forgiveness was not that I didn't want to forgive them, because I wanted to do what God asked me to do. My issue was fear, and the fact that if I did forgive them, that now they were going to hurt me again. The next thing was going to happen, and now I've opened my heart to be hurt again. And my dad said to me one time that you do not forgive people because you trust them. You forgive people because you trust God. And God said that if you forgive your brother, he will forgive you, and he did it to protect you. And so, I think that, for me at least, that's been something that has been an anchor when I've had, issues with people and had to forgive them, that it hasn't been easy, but I do trust God.
Right. Well, I mean, it can be a really hard thing because most of the time when you're having to deal with forgiveness, it's a personal thing. Whether somebody did something to you, said something about you, it becomes very personal. It's really difficult to do. But we've got to remember the reason why we're doing it. And in Colossians chapter 3, it says that we forgive because Christ first forgave us. Yeah. And Jesus went to the cross knowing what we were going to do. He took it upon himself personally to rectify the situation, knowing that we were going to sin against him, knowing that we were going to be backstabbers, and took all the sin upon himself and forgave us before we even did it. Mm-hmm. And so we have to remember when somebody does something to us, as hard as it is, as hard and personal as it is, Christ first forgave us, and that's why we need to forgive our brothers.
Right, and what an unimaginable task that was, to forgive all of humanity, right, of everything everyone has ever done. From the darkest, deepest secret you've ever had, Christ forgave us all of those sins together. And so when you think about that, and then you think about what somebody has done to you, it just doesn't compare at all. Right. And I think for me, one of the hardest things is when someone doesn't come to me and ask for forgiveness, because I feel like I should be asked, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's mine to give. But the reality of it is that I was forgiven, and it is my duty to forgive, not my right. And that's what it comes down to. When you're a Christian, you give up your rights because Christ did it all for you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And if we don't forgive, then we will not be able to be forgiven by God. Yeah. And no matter how small or big it may seem to you, it's not worth spending eternity separated from God. And that's what unforgiveness does. It's a separation between us and God. So we need to release that and forgive so that we can be forgiven, and then spend eternity with God.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, we all have a purpose and a call and a destiny in our lives, and unforgiveness is poison. It is one of the number one things the devil uses to completely stop the call of God on your life, on a group of people, on a congregation, and ultimately the church, what we are on this earth to do.
Hey everybody, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Please comment below, let us know your thoughts. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Underground Church Network.
That's right, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/UCN.young. Like, comment, but most importantly, share.
Please follow us on Instagram at young_church.
And lastly, if you'd like to get involved in what we're doing or have topic ideas, you can email us at ucn.young@gmail.com.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.